have a love-hate relationship with the size of the Earth. Right, because on the one hand, I'm like, yo, we got a pretty good sized planet for what we want to do with it. We're not weighed down because it's so huge, and it's not so small that when we jump, we take off into the sky forever and never come back down. Pretty good sized planet. But on the other hand, I'm like, it's still a pretty freaking big planet. Like, there's a lot going on, there's a lot of space between things relative to me, a single human. And because of that large amount of space, I don't get to see a lot of people that I love very, very much, very often. Don't get to see them. Because of the internet, I'm at a point in my life where the sun never sets on my friends. I have friends all over the world, and that's really cool, but it's also like really sad at the same time, because I don't get to see those people. I've been thinking about this a lot recently, but not just in the context of friendship, but in the context of like romantic things. In my short time on this planet, I have been in 3 long-distance relationship scenarios, and all 3 of those have not lasted very long. That could have to do with the fact that most relationships don't last forever. As a matter of fact, an overwhelming majority of all relationships that have ever happened have ended. Well, actually, all of them have ended because mortality is a thing. But the long-distance relationships are some of the most infuriating because sometimes they end even if you don't want them to, and the only thing that is causing them to end is the fact that there is space in between the 2 or more lovers. In all 3 of the situations where I was in a long-distance relationships, they all ended within a month. Didn't last very long. Not at all. I know for me, when I fall real hecka hard, smack my face right on the pavement, gets all bloody and messy, and I just am content to let that person clean me up. Right? That's pretty much my relationships right there summed up. I guess what I'm trying to do is acknowledge the difficulty of being separated from those you love. When you love someone, or when I love them with most, if not all of my heart, and that includes friends. And I'm definitely one to express that love in whatever way that I can, primarily through either physical interaction or through words, talking. I like to talk to people and tell them how I feel about things. I'm a vlogger. When you add distance to an equation, you strip away that physical part, and that's really difficult to handle for a lot of people, including myself. And I don't know, sometimes it keeps me up at night, aka every night, thinking about all the people in my life that I love so much, and I wish I could just hang with all the time. And it's actually one of my prime motivators in becoming successful doing this, because I'll get to go to a place and be around people who I love a lot and don't get to see very often, and work with and do things with. I find for me that's how I make distance relationships, friendships, whatever you want to call it, successful, is when I use it as a positive impact in my life and not a negative one. It's so easy to look at a situation, or in this case a person, and be sad about how they're not there with you and how you're missing out on all the things that could be if they were here with you, but that's just a waste of time, really, in my opinion, from what I've found. I've been doing this to myself a lot recently about some people, and in the process I've forgotten about the fact that these people are in my life at all. And that's incredible. Yes, they're not here right now. Yes, it's not ideal, but nothing is ideal. If things were ideal, then we would have no motivation to do anything. Nothing is ideal, and in this case, the friendship, the relationship, the feelings are not ideal, but they're there, and that's something that is super crazy hecka dope. I need to remind myself almost constantly about how freaking grateful I am that I get to exist at all, that I get to feel anything at all, even if that's bad things. And the fact that I have people in my life that keep me up at night with this smile on my face that's both happiness and also despair for them not being there, that's a gift. That's a gift. Like I said before, the sun never sets on my friends, and that is something that is so amazing, so unique, and so new in the context of human existence, if you think about it. Yeah, some of my friends are not here with me in this place. They're people who I would just absolutely enjoy falling in love with and dating for an extremely long amount of time who aren't here with me currently, and that sucks, but those people are in my life. And that's something that's really special. It's also important to remember not to romanticize these people so much that you forget about what's around you, because there are people around you. There are people everywhere. Believe it or not, I know from the internet's perspective there are no people around you ever, but they're here, they're there, they're around you, they're doing stuff, they're living lives. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, I think. That's all I gotta say about that. Yeah, this was one of those Connor deals with something and spins it as advice videos. Yeah, that's a thing. That's absolutely a thing on this channel. But as always, I'm Connor Manning. You've just become a little more awesome, and I will see you guys on Friday. Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. Just so you know, if you didn't know, there seems to be a lot of new people at this channel, which is great. I make videos every Monday and Friday. That's how we roll here. And so yeah, expect videos every Monday and Friday. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you then. See you then. It's gonna be it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'm glad you're here. High five.